If you want a sport cruiser that actually lasts, not one that leaves you stranded on the highway, this is it. We're breaking down 10 bikes sold in the U.S. today that are built to take a beating and just keep going. First up, we have the Yamaha VMax, the ultimate muscle cruiser that's as tough as it looks. This bike's 1679cc V4 engine isn't just powerful, it's a masterpiece of durability. Yamaha built it to handle insane torque and high revs without breaking a sweat. The result? An engine that can take a beating year after year without drama. The VMax is notorious for shrugging off hard miles like it's nothing. What makes it so bulletproof? Simple, overbuilt components, minimal electronic complexity, and legendary Yamaha engineering. Owners routinely hit 100,000 miles without ever opening the motor. There are no major weak points, no hidden reliability traps. The only thing that wears out fast, your rear tire, because this bike lives to shred rubber. If you can break a VMax, you're probably doing something wildly irresponsible. This is a bike that outlasts trends, owners, maybe even you. It's that tough. Next, we have the Kawasaki Vulcan S, a sport cruiser that proves reliability doesn't have to be boring. Kawasaki took its legendary Ninja 650 parallel twin, dropped it into a cruiser frame, and created a bike that just won't quit. This engine's famous for being nearly indestructible. Smooth, efficient, and happy to rev. It delivers solid performance without asking for constant attention. What really makes the Vulcan S stand out? The simplicity. There's no overcomplicated tech to break, no quirky engineering experiments, just proven components, solid build quality, and easy serviceability. Owners regularly report putting tens of thousands of miles on these bikes with nothing but oil changes and chain adjustments. The Vulcan S doesn't need coddling, just fuel and a rider. Honestly, if you manage to break a Vulcan S, you might want to take up gardening instead. It's one of the most dependable sport cruisers money can buy. Before we jump to the next bike, if you're finding this list useful, hit that like button and subscribe. We break down bikes without the fluff, just what you need to know. Now, let's keep going. Now we have the Honda Rebel 1100, a sport cruiser that combines Honda's no-nonsense engineering with just enough attitude. At its heart is the 1084cc parallel twin lifted from the Africa twin, an engine designed to survive deserts, mountains, and anything in between. In cruiser form, it's smooth, torquey, and so reliable, it's almost boring. Almost. What makes the Rebel 1100 special? It's a modern bike with serious tech. Throttle-by-wire, selectable ride modes, optional DCT, but none of it gets in the way of bulletproof dependability. The engine isn't stressed, the electronics are proven, and Honda's reputation for overbuilding shines through. It just keeps going, no fuss. If you break a Rebel 1100, you probably deserve an award for trying. This is a cruiser that can take hard riding, bad weather, and lazy maintenance, and still fire up ready for more. Now we have the Ducati Diavo V4, probably the most extreme sport cruiser on the planet. Ducati stuffed an 1158cc Gran Turismo V4 into a long, low chassis that's somehow both comfortable and capable of shredding superbikes in a straight line. Reliability? This V4 is engineered for endurance. No Desmo valve adjustments, longer service intervals, and a motor designed to handle abuse at high RPM without complaint. What really sets the Diavo V4 apart is not just that it's fast, it's refined. Top-tier electronics, rock-solid components, and build quality that just doesn't quit. Sure, maintenance costs more, it's a Ducati after all, but breakdowns? Rare. If you want a sport cruiser that feels like a spaceship and holds together like one, this is it. The Diavo V4 is brutally fast, shockingly reliable, and downright addictive. Next, we have the Suzuki Boulevard M109R, a true muscle cruiser with sport bike DNA where it counts. This beast packs a 1,783cc liquid-cooled V-twin that not only delivers massive torque, but it's also famously reliable. Suzuki engineered it to handle brutal power delivery without shaking itself apart, and it shows. Owners rack up big miles without major mechanical complaints. What makes the M109R fit this list is that it actually handles for its size. The inverted forks, twin disc brakes, and stiff chassis mean it's not just a drag strip toy. And when it comes to reliability, the M109R's engine and drivetrain are about as bulletproof as you'll find in this class. No major weak spots, no chronic issues. Sure, it'll eat rear tires and clutches faster than a commuter bike, but breakdown? Highly unlikely. The M109R is built to take the abuse and come back for more. Now we have the Triumph Rocket 3R, a sport cruiser that doesn't just turn heads, it drops jaws. Packing a 2,458cc inline triple, yes, nearly 2.5 liters. It's got the biggest production motorcycle engine on the market. And here's the kicker, it's rock solid reliable. Triumph engineered this brute to deliver mind-bending torque without sacrificing durability. No chronic issues, no hidden weaknesses. What makes the Rocket 3R a sport cruiser? Simple. For its size, it handles shockingly well. The chassis is sharp, the brakes are top shelf, and that monster engine is refined rather than raw. And despite the power, owners report remarkable reliability. Just stick to the service schedule and this beast will run like clockwork. If you want a sport cruiser that's famous, fast, and dependable, the Rocket 3R is the king of the hill. It's muscle and engineering perfection in one outrageous package. Next, we have the Yamaha Bolt RSpec, a sport cruiser with just enough attitude and agility to earn its place here. The Bolt blends bobber style with a nimble chassis and a low, aggressive stance that gives it a genuine sporty character. It's a real star, Yamaha's 942cc air-cooled V-twin. Simple, strong, and famously reliable. The Bolt RSpec doesn't complicate things. There's no fussy electronics or exotic tech to go wrong. What you get is a solid motor, quality suspension, and a bike that's easy to ride and even easier to maintain. Owners routinely rack up miles without a hint of drama. Oil, tires, and that's about it. If you want a sport cruiser that won't leave you stranded, the Bolt RSpec is a no-brainer. It's like the VMax's low-key cousin. Dependable, fun, and happy to outlast trendier bikes by a mile. Now we have the Honda Shadow Phantom, a sport-influenced cruiser that's as tough as they come. With its blacked-out style and low, purposeful stance, the Phantom might look mean, but it's famously kind to its owner's wallet and nerves. At its heart is a 745cc liquid-cooled V-twin that's been around forever, because it just works. No surprises, no drama. What makes it fit the sport cruiser bill? The Shadow Phantom feels lighter on its feet than your average mid-size cruiser. The handling's predictable, the braking's solid, and the bike has a smoothness that lets you push it harder without worrying about parts rattling loose. Maintenance? Dead simple. Oil, tires, chain. The usual, and that's about it. If you want a cruiser that blends style, sportiness, and unshakable reliability, the Shadow Phantom is it. This is a bike that's built to last. No excuses. Next, we have the Kawasaki Eliminator 500, the newest face on this list, but built on a rock-solid foundation. Kawasaki took the proven 451cc parallel twin from the Ninja 500 and dropped it into a sport cruiser frame. The result? A bike that's light, quick, and as reliable as an old hammer. This motor's known for shrugging off abuse. High miles, hard revs, no problem. Where the Eliminator 500 earns its sports cruiser stripes is in its handling. Slim, low-slung, and easy to throw in a corner. Feels way more agile than your typical cruiser. Because it's based on a long-proven platform, reliability's practically baked in. Owners report few, if any, issues, even with hard riding. If you want modern sport cruiser style without the stress, the Eliminator 500 delivers. It's simple, effective, and built to last. No drama included. Finally, we have the Ducati XDA, a true sport cruiser that combines Italian flair with engineering you can actually trust. Under the sleek, low-slung bodywork sits Ducati's 1,262cc Testastretta DVT engine, a powerhouse that delivers massive torque and silky smoothness across the rev range. And here's the surprise. Despite Ducati's old reputation for finicky bikes, the XDA has proven impressively reliable when maintained properly. What sets the XDA apart? It's a cruiser that corners like a sport bike. The chassis, brakes, and electronics are all designed to let you push harder than you'd ever expect on a cruiser, without worrying about mechanical issues. The XDA is built to last, with owners reporting high mileage with no major failures. If you want exotic looks, sport bike performance, and durability that holds up, the XDA delivers the full package. It's the cruiser that doesn't just look fast, it is. And there you have it, 10 sport cruisers that won't let you down. These bikes deliver speed, style, and the kind of reliability that lets you focus on the ride, not the repairs. You got a favorite? Drop it in the comments. Like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more no BS motorcycle content.